Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Automation Hub Sathak again, and we'll continue with Python automation in English. And in the previous video I just showed you about the if-else control statements, the conditional statements of if-else, but there is one thing you would see that I was trying to elaborate on this part, the indentation part, which I did not. What is this space? Why is there no curly braces and all those things? In this video, we will specifically learn about what is this space and how is it important. What is the difference between Python as a programming language, especially in terms of space compared to others. We'll learn everything. I've already put up the Hindi video in the Hindi playlist, but this one is for the English watching audience. So let's go ahead and make a Python file 7. The topic is indentation. I'll add it to my GitHub. Okay. See, other programming languages use curly braces. Let's talk about Java in particular. They use curly braces to define blocks of code. Python does not. Python relies on indentation to indicate blocks, which could be loops, conditions, functions, even classes. This is what Python does. Now, what is indentation? Indentation is nothing but space. Okay, what is space here? See, there are certain rules. So you need to understand what are the basic rules of indentation. The first rule is each block of code with structures like if, for, while, different kind of definitions, and class must be indented consistently. It's not that, okay, only if block you will indent, else block you will forget to indent. No, that is not how it works. Okay. And the second rule is indentation quantity is 4 space bars, guys. 4 space bars or 1 tab. I will show this in example. I'll show this live. So now let's go ahead and see how we use indentation using multiple conditional statements. Let's try first with indentation using if statement. So this is my first approach. So let's go here. I'll write I equals to 10. Fine. I'll write if I is greater than 5, colon. See, I'm not doing anything fancy with my space bar. Neither I'm pressing the tab key right now in my MacBook. I'm not doing anything. I just wrote I equals to 10 if I equals to 5. I'm going as per Python's default help using PyCharm. I'm not doing anything different. I hit enter. You will see by default the cursor is here. But in Java, even though the cursor is here, you could start writing from anywhere. Java will not have a problem, but Python will have a problem because Python does not have a curly brace here to open the if block. Python does not need curly brace to open if block. Python says this space from here to here, this is the indentation. Okay, I'll go back, hit enter. See, cursor is blinking here. So this space is nothing but the indentation space. And I just said 4 space bars. I said I'll prove it wrong. So let's say you go back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is indentation space. Now, by default, I'll also come here. That is correct. So this is indentation space. You can press 4 times space bar to reach here, or you can press 1 tab key, or no need to do anything. Just follow what the PyCharm ID gives you and you'll be fine. Now you do the print statement. Here you write I is greater than 5. And now let's run this code. So this is nothing but the indented if block. Simple. Now if you right click run as, it will print I is greater than 5. But now let's say you are here, okay, and then you hit enter. What if you don't want any more indentation? So as long as you keep printing I has been assigned a value 10. Right click, this is also, so technically this also belongs to if block. I'll write again print I is also greater than 9. So this is also part of, so as long as the indentation goes on, the whole thing is belonging to the body of if block. Okay, so now all of a sudden I hit enter and I don't want to give the space, so I don't want to give indentation. Now I'll print here this line is not indented and it does not belong to the if block. If I run this code, this is true. This does not belong to the if block. Up to here, the if block exists. After this, no, because here the indentation is over. Okay? Now, let's understand one thing which is people do a lot of mistakes about incorrect indentations. What are incorrect indentation? The first incorrect indentation is no indentation. If you do not give indentation, it will make no sense. How? If I write if true, print, this will work fine. See, if I run this, it'll work. Great. Because here we have given indentation. But now, what if I do a mistake? I'll remove this space. No indentation. Already error is coming up, correct? If you right click and forcibly run it, it'll say expected an indented block after line 20. That means you cannot just do anything just like that. See, even if you give one space, see, here no indentation, it is working fine. I just give one space, error goes away. Right click, run, it is working fine. Now you will contradict saying, but you said 4 space bars. Here you just gave 1 space bar. Why it is working correctly? That means you are teaching us wrong. No. See, the thing is, by default it is 4 space bars. If you do it manually, you can choose 1, 2, 3 or 4 space bars. That is absolutely fine. The problem is, if you choose on your own manually to give indentation, the next time again Python will give something else. So what if you do certain mistakes of aligning space? Again, the indentation will be inconsistent. So that is the second incorrect indentation. So do not give as per your whims and fancy. Follow what Python tells you. Okay. See, this is perfect. Okay. Now the second one, the second problem with incorrect indentation is inconsistent, which we just discussed. Because you will go crazy giving indentation only and the code will not work. Every time there is an indentation problem. See, here we are writing ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4, I, X, Y, Z. It's simple, no problem. When you will write long automation code or even Python development code, ML, AI code, you will write tons and tons of lines of code. So you'll be worrying about the code or you'll be worried about the space. So you need to have this concept clear. Otherwise, it is really irritating. And I face that. So I'll write if true, print, this is proper indentation. Okay, now I'll act smart and I'll write here extra space in indentation. So what is happening, guys? This is inconsistent, correct? If you right click and run, it will tell you extra space is indentation. This is an unexpected indent. You don't have to do all this crap. Go back to where it is. Keep it simple. Don't unnecessarily give spaces. Python in itself will take care of the indentation. So don't do this. It will not work. Okay? Follow by default, PyCharm will give you that. But yes, you need to know what is happening. If you have this knowledge about indentation, how it works, then maybe in future, in case sometimes by default your hand hits the space bar, or you are not focusing 100% and some space you give, or your mouse acts weird, happens, but at least you know how to fix it. Okay, now let's learn about nested indentation. Nested indentation is like when you have an if block inside an if block, there also you have to be careful with the indentation. So let's write x equals to 10 if x greater than 5. I'll write here print x is greater than 5. Okay. If I'll write if block again, if x greater than 8, print x is also greater than 8, else print x is not greater than 8, else print the if block was false. So just print this statement. As of now, what will it print? You see, let's go one by one. X is equal to 10. 10 is greater than 5, condition is true, it will come and print this fellow. Print x is greater than 5, it will print. Then it will come here and it will see, okay, if x is greater than 8, okay, 10 is also greater than 8, so it will print here. Then this one it will ignore, come out, and this one it will always ignore. Anyways ignore, because here if condition is true, so it's going inside. Right click, run. See, x is greater than 5 gets printed and x is also greater than 8 gets printed. Okay, but now let's say for example, if we give the x condition also false, sorry, the if condition false, so what will happen? It will directly print the if block was false. So just print this statement. Let me make this. So the control will not go inside here only, because x is not 10 is not less than 5. So it will directly print the if block was false. The condition in if block was false. So just print this statement. See, as simple as that. This is how you work with indentation. It's a very small concept, but it will help you a lot. It will save a lot of irritation and unnecessary programming errors and inability to execute programs at the end of the day. So this is also important. I don't think you will find any YouTube videos on this. I have just made it because I faced this difficulty. So I thought, because everybody will not teach you this, I'm teaching you in depth so that you don't face the difficulty I faced. Hopefully, please subscribe to my channel. I see that only 30% of the viewers are subscribing to my channel. The rest 70% are not. Kindly please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Sathik is signing off.